Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michaela and this is Michaela's Crafts. And if you notice I'm wearing the same thing in this video as in my last video, this is true. I'm filming them on the same day. But in this video, I'm gonna talk about a lot of yarn. I have gone a little yarn crazy in the past few weeks, mostly just picking up some yarn for gift knits and a couple other yarns along the way just for me. I am, however, on a yarn buying ban until the end of Christmas, unless I need yarn to complete a project. And also there is one other project I might be buying, but it's a kit. So it's not technically buying yarn, it's buying a kit. But I have to have this kit. Like, I've been eyeing it for so long and I don't want to share it because I've seen a couple of the other ones being sold out. So I'm going to buy this first and then I will share everything about it. I'm sorry, but I have to have it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into all of the yarn that I've purchased. And the first one I'm gonna share with you is this one by the Fiber Seed. It's a worsted weight yarn in the color Night Zone. And I bought 5 skeins of this mostly because I knew I was going to buy yarn for my boyfriend's sweater. He has been asking me to knit him a sweater for so long and I finally got on it, guys. So this is actually a freehand top-down raglan. I had been showing him a bunch of patterns and he didn't really like any of them. He was like, just freehand it. And I'm like, you know, I've never even finished a sweater before and you want me to freehand you one, but okay, here we go. So I started this project. I talked a little bit more about it in my knitting podcast, so I don't want to talk too much about it, but this is kind of how it's working up. The only thing I will say is I feel like the way that it's dyed, this is a hand-dyed yarn. Like I said, they're a little local to me. They're in Ohio. I think they're closer to Cincinnati. You can order from them online and they were super nice and I really liked, I like everything else. Like, I like the way that the yarn feels. I didn't even say that it's washable USA merino wool and 10% nylon. So it is a really nice feeling yarn and I like working with it. Like, this knit up like a breeze. This was an entire skein of yarn and I think I'm just about ready to split for sleeves. I actually need my boyfriend to put it on so I can be 100% sure. But yeah, this was a skein of yarn and I bought 5. So I think we're gonna be safe. Hopefully just one more for the body. Yeah, we should be good. The second yarn I'm going to talk about is a yarn that I mentioned in my chatty vlog video. I ordered it and I was waiting for it. So you guys already knew it was coming. And it's my Knitting for Olive merino and mohair. And I have just heard so much about Knitting for Olive. And I've been knitting these two together, clearly, like they're the same color. And I would say that I would love to knit up another sweater just in the merino or the heavy merino, because I'm knitting up right now. I'm knitting up the Chantal V-neck by Marika Knit. I did just talk about it in my knitting podcast episode 2. So if you want to know a lot more about it, then I would go and check that out. But I don't know. I've knit with mohair before. I don't know if I just don't like that it's like mohairy. Like, I should have known, but like the original Marika Knit picture here that I saw is knit in like one strand of, I think, a cashmere yarn, and it's DK weight, and you can see the definition of the stitches a lot better. But I don't mind this too much. I just don't think I like mohair very much, and that's something, like I said, I've knit with mohair before, but I'm knitting up a ribbed wrap in mohair, so I think like on a sweater it might just be a little bit different for me. But like I said, I would love to knit up this by itself. It is really soft and we'll see if I do that in the future. So the next yarn I purchased is for a scarf for my brother, and this is just, it's a baby alpaca. Yep, baby alpaca worsted, and I'm just gonna knit a scarf in this. He just wanted a plain black scarf, and I said okay, and it's worsted weight, so it should work up super fast. So there's about 200 yards in each of these. I might have needed another skein, I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe it'll just be like a tiny bit short. We'll see. But yeah, I purchased this at a local yarn shop in like up near Northeast Ohio where my grandma lives. And I was actually exchanging some yarn because I bought yarn that for a project, didn't really like it. Decided to take some of the skeins back and then changed them for these. Not much to say about that. I don't exactly know which pattern for the scarf I'm going to use yet. I want it to be a little bit textured, and that's pretty much what we're going with. Something of a free pattern, probably a Purl Soho. We'll see. I'll update you guys when I get to that point. The next yarn I also picked up at the Wool Gathering. It's just a fingering weight yarn. It's superwash Targhee wool and 10% nylon. I'm using these to do a heel and a cuff and the feet of the Silly Goose socks by Stone Knit. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm making these for my boyfriend's sister. I really hope she appreciates them. She's only 9, so she's like a kiddo, but she likes to wear Crocs. And so I thought like a cute pair of hand knit colorwork socks with like a cute little design would be really cute to wear with her Crocs. So that's this, and then I'm pairing it with this white sock yarn that is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And this is created for you by Laura that I got at the Wool Gathering. And this is by Ba Yarns. So see there? Yeah, so I'm super excited. And then the main color for the socks, I'm even more excited, is this vibrant blue. I am resisting the urge to cast these on like today because I'm obsessed. I actually thought that these were glow in the dark, like these little specks, but they actually glow under UV light or black light. I don't know if they're the same. But so I was kind of upset because when I bought it, I thought they would glow, and then they don't really glow. But that's okay. It's still a cute color, and like look at the blue and the orange together, like meant to be. And I think she'll like these little colors. It'll make it super cute for her because she's just so little, you know? And the last yarns I'm gonna talk about, I purchased while I was in Utah. I was a little bit devastated when I went to Utah because in my last video, talked about a Utah yarn project that I was excited to start, and I wanted to tell you guys, which in my mind, the idea was that I would buy yarn for a specific project that was by a Navajo designer, because I thought it would just be really special to get yarn from Utah and make something that was by a Navajo designer. So I went with the idea that I would be purchasing some hand-dyed, I think it was like a light worsted or DK weight yarn, and I needed 3 colors to make me and my boyfriend these cowls by Jennifer Berg. Her cowls are so beautiful. She has a couple sweaters too, but I was trying to keep the cost a little bit lower, and I just wanted to make us a couple cowls. Well, I get there and the yarn shop is actually really small, which is okay. Like Moab is a tiny city, like 5,000 people. So it makes sense that they don't need a large yarn store. But also a lot of the yarns were not hand dyed. Like I found some brands that I found at the Wool Gathering like the week before, and like I just wanted something really specific to Utah. So I did find some yarn pretty specific to Utah that she hand dyed, like the owner of Desert Thread, which is the yarn shop. She herself hand dyed it, but they're fingering and sport weight yarns, which is fine, but I also couldn't get enough quantities to like make a sweater or anything like that. So this is what I got. Now that you have like the long story. So this is the first color that I got, and the color is called Moab, which is fitting because that's where I bought it. And this is the sport weight yarn, and I've got 480 yards times 2, so 860 yards, or 80, 86, carry the 1, 960 yards actually. I just can't do math. Yeah, 960 yards. This isn't exactly like enough to make like a big project, and it's not really enough. Like it's a little bit too much. I don't know. I was thinking about holding it double and making the shawl and just buying other yarn from here. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas for what I should make with this, it is also 90% merino, 10% nylon. So yeah, because like I don't really want to make a tee and then it'd be like a really warm tee. Because I feel like tees normally you would want to do cotton. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. And the other yarn, I'm obsessed with the colorway. It's called Chalk Box, but I guess it's like an inside joke, like with her family. I'm not sure, but just like look at the colors of this. I was screaming when I saw these, and she hand dyed these. Like you could see Desert Thread. That's like the logo of the store. I was obsessed with these, but these are fingering weight, and this also is 400 yards each. So I have 800 yards of this. And yeah, like I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I was thinking about making a shawl, maybe, because this colorway is just so beautiful. I don't know. You guys, I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. Like I need some suggestions. Just put it in the comments below. Like what should I make with my Desert Thread yarn? Because wow, they're so, like these were the exact colors I would be looking for my project, because they just like exemplify like the desert so well, or like the colors of Moab so well. Just like the red rock and the greenery. I love, love, love. So you guys tell me what I should do with that. And that's basically it. I'm not supposed to be buying any more yarn for a while, and that's absolutely okay. Probably until I get that 25% off from my yarn store for doing the whip contest. Yeah. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video about me just talking about yarn, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video next week.